Hey, everybody. How you doing, Henrik?
Hey, perfect.
Cool.
So, here we go again.
Okay, 1 second. Deleted. Okay. So I'm just pausing because it says it looks like the stream was deleted on Facebook. I don't know why they would do that. They're always making
For me, it
harder.
says it's live.
You see it?
Yes.
Okay, let me
counting.
Let me do a quick thing. So if I go to my page, so bear with us, everybody. Oh, I see us. I don't know why it's doing that. Weird. Okay, never mind. We are live. So let's. We are here for Adobe Firefly video with me, Andrew Kavanagh, and Henrik Heigl.
Hello from Germany.
Lance is here. Gave me a
Hello,
fright when you
Lance.
came on. I was not looking at stream. Yeah. Well, I got a fright from Facebook because it said, a little notification saying it wasn't live, but as Henrik said, it's doing just fine. We got Scott from
going strong.
Soggy Pacific Northwest. Yep, rainy days here. And before we jump in and have fun with Adobe Firefly video, just want to give a shout out to StreamYard. Which way is it? StreamYard. So yeah, StreamYard makes it possible for these live streams. And so first, if you're on Facebook, please give StreamYard permission to show your name and profile pics, so I'll be able to credit you when you comment or ask questions. You should see that as a link underneath the live, which is StreamYard.com/Facebook. And if you want an easy but professional way to do live streaming, you can get either a free month or $10 credit when you sign up with StreamYard for your live streaming with the link that you should see in the description. Thank you. And real quick, as a BenQ ambassador, I recommend the BenQ monitors, always accurate and consistent colors. Some very beautiful ones out there. Currently, there is the BenQ PD3225U 4K Thunderbolt 3 monitor. Beautiful monitor with the rich blacks and has Thunderbolt 3 capabilities, M-Book mode, display P3. There's a color tonal control for Mac devices, which is great. And then also new one that came out is the best 5K monitor for professional designers is the PD2730S. Quite beautiful monitors. And let's see, a couple. So Lance says it is working on Facebook. Good.
Perfect.
And there is a 1 second delay between YouTube and Facebook. Had both running for a second. Okay. It happens. Okay, so now the big question, who goes first?
May you go first?
Want me to go first?
Yes, why not?
So before we begin, just wanted to state, people ask all the time, how do you go about creating your prompts for your videos or for creating art in Adobe Firefly? And I used to kind of, bang my head against the wall and try to come up with as many descriptions as possible for any image I was going to create. And then I realized, wait a second, everyone keeps saying how AI is here to make our lives easier. So then I started going to the AI search apps such as Perplexity AI, which is one of my favorites. And then just stating, give me a list of text prompts to create AI art or AI videos on the theme of such and such. And then it generates, and then I can copy them, and then I can tweak them to kind of personalize them a bit. But in general, makes my life a lot easier. It takes about 30 seconds. So I get some good thematic text prompts real quick. So now I'm just going to copy one that I tweaked a little bit. And I'm going to share my screen. So go over to this view. You can see the screen, explore new ways to create. So that is if you get to firefly.adobe.com. And so this is kind of the main page. You'll see it says featured, image, video, audio, vector. And so if I go over to video, you see that you have the text to video beta option where you can generate video clips from detailed descriptions, image to video, where you start with an image and generate video, and then there's translate video. So I'm going to do text to video, brings you into the same type of Firefly panel or workspace. Would you call it a workspace, Heinrich?
I would say workspace.
Yeah, workspace. And then it's, focusing on Firefly beta. You can't, it's interesting that you can't kind of go back and forth when you're here. It's like its own separate panel. So you'll notice if you go to the top left, it just says Firefly video beta. You can't click to go to say just Firefly. You can change the aspect ratio. And I do tend to like widescreen for video as opposed to the vertical. And you can choose the different, if you go to camera, the different shot sizes, close up, medium, long, as well as camera angles. And then you do have some different kind of motion stylizations you can choose. But I kind of like to see what it will come up with. So I've chosen the widescreen aspect ratio, and my prompt is cityscape where buildings melt like wax and streets are filled with floating objects. As Heinrich knows, I'm a fan of surrealism. So I just hit the generate button. Hopefully these are pretty fast because unlike Heinrich, who's nice and organized, I just have my prompts ready, but I don't have like the kind of completed videos to show. So you might have to entertain people while it's creating some of these.
We can sing some songs.
That's right. Dun, dun, dun. It should be pretty quick.
And we should remember it's in beta right now, in the beta phase. So it hopefully will get a little bit faster later in the
Correct.
time when we have some more options here and faster servers and so on and so on.
Right. It's like the first version of the beta. So, yeah. But while it is doing that, I can click over to this tab and just show you that if you go to files, when you go to the main kind of Firefly page and you have the different menus, if you go to files, you can choose videos, images, or all. And so I chose videos. So these are the various videos that I have done with Adobe Firefly video. So if later on some of these take too long, I can at least preview some of these other ones. Let's go back. It's jumping now. It's more than 3/4 way. Looks like it's almost there.
That's also a nice update that had Firefly very recently, that we have now the history of all our generations now in every browser and not only on a particular browser or whatever. So we can see all our history from right on till the end of days. So your video is ready.
Okay, so it's ready. And I was just checking out some of the comments, which I'll address soon. But so yeah, now the first thing I noticed though, before I even play it, is I said cityscape where the buildings melt like wax and streets are filled with floating objects. But we'll see what happens. It looks almost like it might be focusing more on these kind of floating objects. Yeah. I guess the buildings are melting a little bit, right? My critique though is I do wish it was longer. So I mean, it's pleasant to see like the one kind of balloonish blob expand into another. That was kind of fun, but it's like the minute I'm starting to get into it, it's like it ends. So it's 3, 4, 5 seconds. So
maybe 8 to 10 seconds per video would be better, but I think for the beta, it's pretty good to have something.
Right, absolutely. And then since it does take time, maybe I'll do a quick preview of one of my other videos that I created, and then jump over to Heinrich. So you'll notice already when I go back to files, since it's set to videos, there it is, the cityscape. It's the first one, so it's already in this kind of gallery of my videos. And then here's one I did recently that I liked, which is the Shiitake Samurai. And so pretty cool. It almost feels longer than 5 seconds, this one. That's what I like about it. But yeah. So there's a little bit of, mushroom imagery, but the samurai kind of transforms close up. Yep.
Mhm.
Pretty cool. And let me jump back to the room and let Heinrich have fun now. Okay, so I'm going to add to your stage.
That's my screen. I prepared a little neon sign.
And before you play it real quick,
Yes.
just wanted to have us address this one question by Scott. Why do we have to pay for the beta version? What would you say, Heinrich? Put you on the spot.
It's it's a little bit difficult. We don't have an answer for that. It is a decision from Adobe. We don't have any say for that.
I think it just takes so much processing power
Yes.
and server.
Maybe that's the thing. Don't know why they did this for the beta. For Firefly, if you have to generate the images, also in the beta phase, you have free credits, and if Firefly for images came out of beta, then there was credits implemented.
Right.
So, in my opinion, it would have been better to have implemented them here also for the video part of Firefly after the beta phase and not before this. But it's a decision from Adobe. Don't know why.
Sure. All right, well, let's see your wonderful work. So I see you have a neon sign.
Yes, I wanted to try if the generations of text in prompts, so that text is a little bit shown better in the prompts, is going well, but as you can see, not so well. But the prompt overall, it gives me a pretty good sign. And if we go through my history of things that
You've been busier than me.
I'm a little bit more busy. I'm talking about that later. You can
Wow.
see I tried this with the alphabet, and I've tried to put together on my YouTube channel a video with the alphabet, so you can
Nice.
I put together these are all these 5-second files from Adobe Firefly Video. Then I downloaded them, 26, and put them together in Adobe Express.
Nice.
Maybe we have time later to show the process there. But as you can see, you can put them simply together. In the background, I have a little music playing in the background, and the transitions between each scene is a transparent transition between two of those videos, and as you can see, it's pretty flawless.
Yeah, nice.
I think in the video descriptions we can link my channel, my YouTube channel, or the videos directly. We will see. You can find this, and this is how this will look like. I don't play it till the end, but it's pretty fun to make this.
Yeah, it is nice. Well
So
done.
for single text elements, I think for 1, 2, and 3 letters, it works pretty good. But more than 3 letters, it's not so good in my opinion.
Yeah.
So for this, let's show the prompt for this. So in the abstract, letter A in bright colors, floating. It's very minimalistic. And then I changed letter A, letter B, letter C, and that's it. Nothing more.
Nice.
So it's really fast and really easy.
Yeah. And it kept the same color scheme, which is nice, right?
Yes, because I only and that's the thing about this advanced settings. And here is the seed. You can see this little number. That's the seed, and this describes a little bit how this video is made. What is the source for this receipt? But it's a random number. But if you grab this number and put it to another prompt, it will try to implement the same look and feel, if same as here, but for the new prompt. It's not as in exactly science, but it will mimic the same look and feel, basically.
Nice.
So when I generated this, I let the seed always the same and only change letter A, letter B, and C.
Right.
And so the style was hopefully pretty much always the same for the 26 generations. And then I had in my history, in my files, here down, I have all these letters. So, do you want to go on?
Yeah, great. Let's see. Bring it back. It's over. And then we're back to my view. And so I'm going to switch out the prompt. Put in garden where flowers are made of gears and wires, blooming in synchronization with a haunting melody. So that the kind of challenge here is the idea of putting in some type of descriptive that says with a haunting melody. So there is no sound to this. So we'll see we'll see what that does. So when I hit generate, it does that. Oh, look, they changed the little preview kind of character in the middle. I think the first one was blue. Now this one's yellow. And so while it does that in the background, I will jump over again to my files. So yeah, and if you go to gallery, that just shows a gallery of all the different, I think it's a mixture of video and the art.
Yes.
And in general, you could, there's Chris's work. Yeah. So here's her video. And so you can watch it. And then if you click on any of these images, it'll take you right to like the Adobe Firefly workspace where you can start with the prompt that they put in, and then you can kind of add something else to make it more personalized. But there's some pretty creative ones, give you some ideas to get started.
Some good starting points, yes.
Yeah. So here it's about halfway done. So I just go back over to my files, and then let's see what this one, the Surreal Dream. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah. It's kind of weird characters floating around. Go back to files. And then woman in nature. So yeah, it's kind of fun one, kind of like a Mother Nature inspired woman that kind of merges into light. So it's kind of cool, right, Henrik?
I'm always amazed how good Firefly is working with light.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
The setting
right?
of light, from where the light is coming, the shadows, the highlights.
Yeah, and the reflections
always,
on their shoulder, right?
yes.
Kind of glass figure. Yeah, pretty cool.
I mean, it's always from some kind of pre-made images or pre-made videos that are working in the background.
Yeah.
So I will say database that is behind that have ready-made images, ready-made videos that have this lighting, and
Nice.
Firefly always get this right.
Excellent. So the garden flowers, where
Mm,
flowers are made of gears, is generated.
nice.
So now I just have to click play. Doesn't really have the gears function though. It just has more like a gear texture. So
Hmm.
a little disappointing. I thought it was gonna be more like, gears grinding, moving, whatnot,
Yes.
Okay,
Or,
so
or a little bit more mechanical.
yeah, exactly. Some type of more movement.
Yes.
Here's another one now.
But it's nice. It's a nice
Yeah,
card.
it's kind of pleasing in its own way. Um, and then I have another one, so I'm going to do
It has its
underwater
own
library.
aesthetic.
It's what?
It has its own aesthetic.
Oh yeah, that's right. So yeah, underwater library where books are floating and opening to reveal swirling clouds of ink. So let that. Now we have a purple character in the middle,
Hmm.
and so while it's
I,
doing
I
its
love this that the developers always changing this generating video icon. Little side note, in Adobe Express, you have this thing where you can animate from audio. So
oh
you have
yeah,
these
yeah.
characters, and when you generate the video, they have this little scribble mannequins that are walking over the window,
Oh yeah,
and
nice.
they also have some changing in these scribbles that are moving around. It's always fun to look at these.
Yeah, it's cute animations. Yeah.
Yes,
So
love
this is
this.
this is only about halfway. So I'm going to go back over to my files in my Adobe Firefly kind of
And also
library.
interesting in the files, the just made videos, the two on the top left, are all already in there, and you
Yeah,
could
nice.
use them already in Adobe Express or any
Good.
other Adobe product that has access to the Creative Cloud. So it's very fast.
Yeah, it's nice how it populates. So I'm just going to just jump around. So here's one. I said woodcuts. Woodcut style clouds floating through the scene. And then you'll notice in the bottom left under frame, it does keep the original image that I had created. So the original image was similar to this first image still. And
It
then,
has a little bit vintage style, a little bit
yeah,
Beatles 70s style,
nice.
like
Yeah, the
this.
coloring too. And so now if I click the play button, you'll see the clouds kind of storming in. Kind of nice, right?
I already get this Dr. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band vibes. I can hear the music in the background from this. It's very nice.
And then if I go back, let's see if I go back. Let's go to files. I did notice that there was like two of them. So one of them was like the woodcut style, and then there's a second one where I think the animation is different. So when I click on this one, yeah, see the clouds kind of burst up and around.
Mhm.
Very similar but different. It's kind of fun to play with different variations.
Yes.
And I just go back. So here my image looks like it's ready. Once again, underwater library where books are floating and opening to reveal swirling clouds of ink. So instead of ink, it looks more like kind of paint is coming out, but it's still kind of pleasant, right? Yeah, and I like the way, as Heinrich said, it's good with light. So you'll see the light at the
Mhm.
top and the bubbles kind of relating to this swirl, this pressure going up in a realistic way. The image itself is kind of illustrative, but yet the lighting is realistic the way it relates to it. Cool. So let me jump back, And let Heinrich have fun now.
Yes.
So
As Andrew mentioned, you can use other AIs like ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, whatever, to get some inspirations. And I put together a little a video also made from Adobe Firefly to the one of the most read stories around the world about the lion and the mouse. And it was very easy to put this together because I advised ChatGPT to write me this story, and it put it in like little paragraphs, and I only took these paragraphs, put them in Adobe Firefly video, and let Firefly do the rest. So I basically have nothing to work on and only generate the lion.
Can you pause it for a second though?
Yes.
So can you click on under the icons? Can you click on the was it like screen or theater view, like on the top right? Up, yeah, over there to the left. I think. There we go. And then I'm going to go full screen for it. There we go.
Okay.
Looks great. Okay, feel free to play. Nice.
Basically, the lion is lying in the grass, and the mouse came by. The lion wants to eat the mouse. The mouse said, "Please don't eat me. I'm so little. I'm not enough for you." And the lion said, "Okay, I will let you leave." And then a little bit later, the lion gets tangled up in a net, and the mouse came by and then rescued the lion.
Oh, that's cute.
And bite the rope through. And so both are now friends. And the story goes that even a small friend can make a big difference. So
Nice.
that's one of the most read stories all over the world. And the interesting thing here is, as I said, I only put this prompt together with the story itself. So if you let ChatGPT or any other AI write a story for you, you only have to put the paragraphs into Adobe Firefly, let them make the video, and that's it.
Sure. Now we have a question from Scott. He says, "Can we use generated videos for commercial use?"
I'm not sure for the beta phase if it's allowed for the beta, but if it's out of beta, for sure. But in the beta, I'm not really sure. I have to look up, or you can do it for yourself.
And I would agree that maybe it probably isn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's load it up here, and you can hear the single 5-second take from lion growls in the sunset. Oh, this is something.
Yeah, I wish it went back directly when you go back.
Yes.
To your files. But.
So, but you can see it here in the in the timeline. I made these little videos. The mouse came by. Here, the lion in the rope.
So the one thing I noticed is, so the lion looks pretty realistic. I noticed that one thing that was a little funky was the mouse near the end of it kind of transformed to be kind of half mouse, half cat or something. Its
the
body
mouse,
was
it's not. I
like near the end.
The proportions.
Yeah.
It's not really cool. And here also is a little bit.
Right. He's not supposed to be eating the mouse, but he's kind of eating it in that one.
Yes.
But near the end, I noticed that the mouse, when it's walking, all of a sudden looks pretty big and looks kind of like a cat's body.
But it was interesting because as I generated all these files, as you can see, the light is always very, very warm, very yellowish.
Yeah.
And at the end, if they go in the sunset,
there it is.
I have
See how
this
big the
backlight, the
mouse
big
is?
end, cinematic ending, where both are walking into the sun. It's
But
very
the
nice.
mouse is big there in the end. It like has a
Yes,
cat's body almost.
that I think I've done 3 or 4 tries, and I didn't get it right from the proportions, but I think that is the best right now. As said, again, it's the beta. It's not ready yet, and as we know from Firefly, the image generations from the beta to we have right now version 3 from the image generation module, I think. There is pretty much that is going on in the back. So I think that will take some more weeks, and then we were getting better and better.
Yeah, takes a little time.
So as you can see, I also have, yes, I have tried other things in between. I will show a little bit later, but
Can I see the abstract object? I like stuff like that too.
the
blue
abstract
one?
objects.
Yeah, that one.
Yes, I have this here in Adobe Express stitched together as a video.
Nice.
So I can show it all together as
Sure. I'll switch over to
this
full
video.
screen view. That's nice. Nice. Kaleidoscope.
Mhm.
That's cool. Nice. Do you know how many different frames you can stitch together? Is there a certain limit? Do you know?
Mhm.
What would you say?
I pretty much also like the color. I have here a little bit sound in the background, so that's a little bit distracting for me, but I will upload this also on YouTube. It's not there, but later I will upload this so you can also see this one.
Nice.
And yes, as you can see here on the bottom, those are the single 5-second files, and
Stitched together. Yeah.
that's one of those. The blue one, abstract object. In the distance, zooms forward, grows larger in size while bursting with VLB.
Nice.
Also have let this made things that should
Could be a nice intro to a sci-fi
vibrant
movie.
color. So yes, you can also make intros for TikTok videos or YouTube videos or whatever. Music videos. I've done some of my music that I also made. Some videos with that. It's perfect for that because you don't have to make the videos in long processes, and only
Right.
to show something and have some some images in the background for the music. So it's perfect for that.
Nice. Very nice.
So back to you, Andrew.
Great. Okay. So I learned from Henrik, and I learned from Henrik, and I put in my prompt in the background one when he was showing. So now it's already generated. So yeah, Carnival in Space, where rides are made of stars and planets, and attendees are alien creatures. Let's see how it does with that. I don't see many alien creatures, but it looks like it's just focusing on the rides made of stars and planets. So maybe I'll grab another one. This one. And then I'll just preview some of the other ones while I have this one generate. So yeah, new one. Forest where trees are made of mirrors, reflecting infinite versions of themselves. And then I'll switch it back over to my files page. Let's see. This is kind of a nice one. Velvet Night Blooms. It's just kind of rotating flowers. It'd be good if she moved or blinked her eyes or something, but it's kind of just I like the flow of the flowers.
You never know what Firefly does.
Yeah, it's mysterious, which I like. We're about halfway on that new one, so I go back to files, and then just kind of showing some of my same interest with the abstract. Here's a asymmetric 3D parabol reality. A little hypnotizing one, right? Yeah, some fun ones. Just go back to files. Then here's one that I had done for Valentine's. Pink 3D heart. Kind of cool. And then I think I have another one that's in the Valentine. So yeah, here's one where turns into text, kind of. Love.
Oh, that works very good.
That's good, right?
Yes.
Once again, I kind of wish it was longer. I like the colors and the way it kind of, goes more like a pattern into text.
Yes. I don't mind that the motion itself it's subtle. It's not so much. It's not a whole video where something really big happens and you have much movement and so on and so on.
Correct.
I like that it's only a little bit movement. It's okay for me, but I would like to have 8 or 10 seconds, or at least can say, okay, in between the video, maybe something is changing a little bit in the video, so you have only one video where something a little bit more can happen. But
good point.
As said, we are in beta, but for a beta version of video AI tool, a web-based tool with that much as in options, as you can see here on the left side, where you can change the camera angles, the shot size.
That's right. All this
styles, how the motion is doing, and so on and so on.
Sure.
For me, it's pretty impressive.
Oh yeah, and so now we have forests where trees are made of mirrors, reflecting infinite versions of themselves. So this could get pretty trippy. So let's see. Yeah, they're not really made of mirrors, but it just has kind of a nice kaleidoscope effect, though.
It's nice. It's really nice. Yeah. You can use it.
Yeah, there's a nice pattern to it. And then let's see if I go back here. See other ones that might be. Oh, here's another one. So here's a purple and ice blue geometric shapes pull apart from her face and expand. So trying to mix a portrait. And you'll notice with this one, this is where I did upload the image in the frame on the bottom left. Added the prompt, purple and ice blue geometric shapes pull apart from her face and expand to fill the air. I hit play. So that's kind of weird. Like it didn't really do what I wanted it to.
Mm,
It just kind of said, it's kind of started with her and then said, I'm just going to go straight into a
it's
geometric
some kind of
abstract.
overlay. Yes,
Yeah.
it's not working with the image itself. It's
Yeah.
overlay something else that merges into it.
Yeah. It's a bit of hit or miss, you know.
Yes,
Okay.
but it's nice. You can work with all these videos. You can stitch them together.
Yeah.
I tried also a little bit different videos. So
Looks like an
here I
elephant
have
watching
an
himself on
elephant on the
TV.
sofa looking at the TV with an elephant on it. And as you can see, it nailed it pretty good, I think.
Fun.
And here I have some kind of comic figure.
3D rendering style.
Yes, and it looks like little pink mist under it.
Yeah, see some of these though, like I'll see it and I'll see that motion and then I'll feel like,
Yes,
sure, it would be nice though if they moved a little bit, right?
yes, because the prompt says 3D rendering in also Pixar style. From a robust, long bearded Asian man in rose in a pink colored jacket with a stick in his hand and a pink pig.
So here's a question.
It's in
So,
German. So
you know, Heinrich
I-
Heinrich is in Germany
yes.
and he types German when he puts in the prompt. My question is does it adhere to the correct kind of dictation or the description that you want? Does it read the German and give you what you want, or does it sometimes confuse certain words for other words and give you a different?
No, I think it translates it in the background, and it works pretty well. I
Excellent.
don't think that they get the Pixar style
Right. Anything that might be a
translated.
copyright.
Yes, they throw it away and don't even think about it as with other things. If I want to type nude or whatever, um, they don't let me do that. But here the video was done and not even said about something like the Pixar thing.
Yeah.
So it works. It works
Have you
pretty good for me.
have you received any warnings popping up saying that you can't use certain words or?
Not at this time, also, not in video, as of right now, but I also don't try to use some root words or anything like that. And the Pixar style thing was the only one, and I'm not sure if they even recognize this.
Interesting. Good.
They only throw it away, I think. And I also wanted to try some more realistic things, like here a girl with a long blonde hair and a silver skirt and black high heels shoes running in the desert besides a black vintage car with a string attached to her neck to the car look from the side. For this I had, I think, a cover of an old vinyl record.
Okay.
Not sure what it was. Someone can tell me maybe again. But it's a really popular cover. So I tried to make this from this image to some kind of video. They don't get it really right, but I think overall it's pretty interesting.
It does have the
What they have
string.
done, yes, but it's not really attached as I thought it would be.
Right.
But pretty nice. And I think also with those with a little bit longer prompts, it works really well. As you can see, the colors.
How many fingers?
And the dimensions. Looks like 5. It's okay.
Yeah, it looks like when she turns, it just hides the pinky, but it's still, it's 5.
It's still there.
It's kind of descriptive, the butterfly on her hand. So it's sort of like a tattoo that becomes 3D. So that's nice.
I think, but I think it's a little bit random if the whole prompt it's getting into the video, or it's only some of the main parts of the prompt. It's a little bit random if they put all the prompt details in it or only some of them. But for me, it works pretty good.
Nice.
And yes, as you can see, I tried a little.
Is that aliens?
More of
alien.
The alien thing. I think this one was the best of the series.
Oh, it's like a robot. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to generate some
good depth of field in that one.
Yes, and the light. Always the light. You have a person with a light on it. You have some kind of hair that's going on, and the background also the same lighting.
And if you go back to your files, there was like an alien kind of creature that looked interesting, kind of in the middle area. So it goes straight down, just 2 more down.
Ah, this one?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
A hyper photorealistic macro illusion. An alien soldier.
That looks good. Interesting.
And there it is again. This some more seconds would reveal a little bit more.
Right, it's kind of teasing us.
And I had hoped that you can choose it a little bit more. Maybe later.
Yeah.
And I think this one was also nice.
Butterfly is good on her finger.
Yeah. And I love the dust in the background, the colored dust.
Nice.
So I think I can put together some kind of video with this, a little bit background music, maybe a little bit dance floor or techno music in it. That would be maybe really nice.
Cool.
So, do you have another one?
Of course. I got my list.
Can do it all night long. I know it.
Let's see. Switch over my stage. So yeah. So once again, put this in the background while Henrik was doing his thing. So city floating in the sky, composed of buildings that represent forgotten memories. So it's kind of this pullback perspective. Yeah, once again, I wish it was, I had more time and it was developing into something else. And then let's see. This sounds good. So I'll try this one and then I'll show some other ones. So a new one, never-ending corridor where each door leads to a different surreal world. But remember, you got 5 seconds, so it might be a little limited. So let me just go back, go to my files. Well, I kind of like this series too. So I did like the kind of, Mother Nature enclosed in glass, kind of merging with light. And then I have these series of green kind of Mother Nature. It's like a subtle pan. It's not bad, yeah. And then if I go back to files, think this one might be a little bit more interesting. Yeah. I like the kind of glass figure with the botanical garden inside feel.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's see. That's about halfway done, so I can still show some other ones. Let's go to files. Let's see here. Back to that kind of Mother Nature's image. I kind of like the light blue, the blue light that moves from her shoulders to the face. That's kind of cool.
And I noticed a little this little zoom in motion that it was a little bit faster than the rest.
Yeah, it's different. It's a bit more intense. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Cool. Okay, so now we have the never-ending corridor, and then the little door frames that it goes to leads to a different surreal world. That's a cute little door at the end, swinging open. Yeah, boom. That's pleasant, the movement. Let's see. I do one more and bring it back to Henrik.
Yes.
Let's see, a museum where exhibits are living, breathing creatures that change form as you watch. And while it's doing that, I'll just go back to here. Oh, so just to, and we're getting close to the hour too, so maybe I'll just show a couple more and let Henrik do another one. But this was the image that I used for the graphic for this event itself. So this is the face with golden light beams coming forth.
Nice one.
Yeah. A little slow. I kind of wish it was a little faster, but I do like the way, they move, the kind of shards, and then the eyes lighten up.
Maybe that could be some of the options for some kind of update. For
Change
here
the speed
on the left,
or something.
Something for the speed, something for the direction of the movement, or something like that.
So
I
here's
think that
something
would be nice.
So here's something we haven't tried that I'm curious about is we have this. Now, if I click on zoom out and then hit generate, it should create a new one. Something went wrong, it says. It doesn't want to do all the work.
It's too much.
Okay. Let's see. I'll hit zoom out again. Give it a try. Generate. No. Doesn't want it. Do remember this is the first version of the beta.
Yes.
Okay, so here we are back to the museum where exhibits are living, breathing creatures that change form as you watch. I guess in 5 seconds, they don't really have time for it to really change. There's just this weird abstract clump in the middle. And it just pans across. Okay. I tried. I'm trying to be adventurous with the prompts here, but it doesn't always work. So let's go to Henrik. Remove that.
Yes.
There we go.
And I have prepared a little video.
Nice.
From cities at the night.
Go to screen. Wow, that's
as you
nice.
also can see this never-ending tunnels and
that's nice.
Cars moving around. And here you have also this little glitches in the videos.
Looks like New York City there.
Where the cars appear and disappear in the middle of the streets.
Did you, in the prompt, did you say a specific city or anything, or no?
No.
Yeah.
See, I always try to have it a little bit random for the cities because, yes, it's all over the world. So for me, it's here you can see It's a little
These
bit
vehicles,
like
they're zooming, right? Some of those vehicles
yes,
are going pretty fast.
yes. But the zoom in and zoom ins and zoom outs are pretty nice, I think.
Yeah.
And with here it
Different
goes
perspective.
backwards, but in the mirror it stays always the same. Some of these prompts, as you can see, are working very well. And with the music on my YouTube channel, I have music also from Adobe stock, also made with Adobe Express. It's very easy to stitch them together. So
Yeah, it's not playing the music on this.
no, because of a StreamYard thing.
Yeah.
But if you go on my YouTube channel, you can have it with the music, and yes,
Yeah,
have
nice.
it this way.
Maybe if you go back to your files and
Yes, maybe something for the end. Something
So what is
nice,
this?
maybe.
Let's see. It looks like a pirate, a woman pirate, left, middle, right underneath where you are to the left.
Here.
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
Yes. I tried a little bit Pirates of the Caribbean style, but here you can see the face.
A little distorted.
It's
Yeah.
not that good, but overall, and in the background a little bit more modern.
Yeah, 5
Ships
seconds is a
there.
bit of a tease too, right? It's like
Yes,
I wish
yes.
it was longer.
And also I tried here all my favorite.
Oh, that's cute. Hedgehog.
Hedgehog in the bar.
Sweet.
Yes. It's always fun to play around with Firefly.
Is that French fries or what is the hedgehog eating?
Not sure. Cute, hyper realistic hedgehog in a bar. And that's what Firefly
They
imagined
decided
for
to
that.
put French fries in for you.
And
What about the
maybe
eyes? I just saw the eyes above.
maybe I'll go back a little bit far away. Oh, that's one for you. You like these very surrealistic videos.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
So I have a house in the woods with a face.
Nice. Yes, I saw that similar face in another one too, which is great. That'd be a nice sculpture, right? Carved wood.
Yes. If it was for real.
How about the eyes? I see if you go up, right there, this eyes series. Those look nice,
Eyes are always fun.
colorful.
Iris of an eye in rainbow colors. It's always, I think, the minimalistic prompts that works the best, I think.
Works best for video, yeah.
Because Firefly is not having so much to do with all
Too much
kinds
to reference or something. Right?
Yes. It has 1 or 2 images and play around with them.
Nice.
That's it. Yes, so you can, that's atmospheric elements. Also can work for a video game trailer or some kind of intro for video or something like that. New in these theaters, coming next. You know these things. Yes.
Nice.
So, as you can see, can play around with it all night long.
Yeah, you got a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been distracted with different, work projects lately, but I need to jump in this weekend and build some up. So, but yeah, some great ones.
Yes.
And, so once again, remember that is at firefly.adobe.com, where you can jump right in and choose the video section, put in your prompt, maybe choose different options or just add to your prompts to make variations, have fun. And then I wanted to, let you know where you can find us online.
Oh, before that, a little hint. If you have questions about Adobe Firefly, you always have this little button on the top. That is a little icon where you can submit ideas, report a bug, or join the Firefly community. Right. This one. And then you can ask questions in the support community.
In the Firefly community, that's Discord, correct?
This one I can check. This should be
it's Adobe
this Adobe community. And as you can see, you have can always go to the forum,
nice,
ask questions, and find some answers.
Excellent. Cool. Okay, let me let you all know where you can find us online. So Henrik has been smart enough to put all of his links into one in Linktree. So linktr.ee/Heigl. You find all his different links to all his different portfolios and websites. And then I was going to say, the recording will be on my YouTube, so do subscribe for my digital art, Photoshop, and AI art focused live streams like this and tutorials at youtube.com/@DrewKav. That's youtube.com/@DrewKav. And speaking of which, you were showing today your website for YouTube is it Henrik Heigl or is it H Heigl for people to find you on YouTube?
If you search for Henrik Heigl, you will find it.
Great. And then you can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Andrew.Kavanagh. On Instagram at Digital Artist Drew. I'm also on Blue Sky, which is building up. Starting to get a little bit more features there, a little bit more. I think you can upload longer videos now, I noticed. But drewkav.bsky.social. And then for my portfolio on Behance, behance.net/DrewKav. And then do consider joining the AI Art and Digital Art group on Facebook, facebook.com/groups, AI Art Digital Art. And Henrik made a nice Adobe Firefly group, so come join the Adobe Firefly group, facebook.com/groups, Adobe Firefly. And if you haven't already, come join my large Photoshop and Lightroom group. I think it's about 391,000 members. Doing pretty good. Photoshop and Lightroom group, facebook.com/groups, the Photoshop and Lightroom group. So yes, thanks everyone for attending. Thanks so much, Henrik. It was quite fun. Great stuff.
Until next time.
Yeah, it'll either be me and Henrik again, or as we have done before, branch out to the Firefly 4, doing a different
Hello to our friends.
Yes, hello to our friends, part of the Firefly 4. So yes, thanks everyone for attending. Keep your eye out for the link to the recording. I might have to trim a little bit from the beginning for that thing about Facebook. That was kind of a strange warning. Thanks everyone for attending, and just keep your eye out in the different groups for notifications up top about these live events, as well as any other kind of Adobe news and contests. Thanks everybody.
Thanks.